Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well on this Thursday morning. I want to talk to you briefly about failure. And you say, well, this is supposed to be a positive. Don't worry. Don't worry. You know I'll turn it around to a positive message in just a moment. I'm always bothered when I see people who feel like failures. I've got Sparrow in the room with me again. He loves coming to my wife's bed because it's a huge bed. It's a California king size. Come here, baby boy. It's not a failure if you don't necessarily get the results you want. Maybe you were trying something that's just too much for you. You may or may not have the talent or aptitude for that particular task or problem. Or perhaps there were outside circumstances. I know a guy in Florida who was building a home. It was beachfront. It was going to be very lovely, very lovely. And a hurricane came in. This has been several years ago. A hurricane came in and destroyed all of his work, just leveled it. It was a rather nasty storm. And he said, well, that was an epic fail. And I said, well, it doesn't have to be. You can take something away from that you can use for the future. And I suggested to him to build more support underneath. A lot of the homes in the coastlines of Florida are built on stilts across a lot of the Gulf Coast. If they're on the beach, they're usually built on stilts, or they've built up a floor. And for good reason. When the storm surge comes in, can wipe out everything. Doesn't have to. But he built almost double the stilts. It even looked unnatural underneath. However, hurricanes have come and gone since then. It's been years ago. But nothing has destroyed his work. He felt like a failure. Oh, I failed. I said, no. Just because you failed at one thing doesn't make you a failure. Now, I want to repeat that line so you'll put it in your mind. Just because you fail at something does not mean you're a failure. A true failure is somebody who fails at something and then fails to learn from that. Oh, what are you doing, Sparrow? He moans when I scratch his ears because his ears are always itching. He's not a failure either. If you're doing something over and over and over and you keep failing at it, then change the behavior. Don't fail again. Don't be a failure. Just because you fail at something, you know what? Maybe that's a note you need to write on a post-it note and stick it on your mirror for every day when you get up. Even though I fail, I'm not a failure. Now, that's not a license for underachieving. That is encouragement to not beat yourself up and not let your failures turn you into a failure. Learn something from it. Build your house stronger the next time. If you fail at any area of your life, I know a lot of people are always trying to diet, trying to get on top of their weight problem. And they say, oh, I've tried so many diets, I'm just a failure. No, it means that you failed at that diet. Maybe there's something different you can do that works for you that may not work for somebody else. Point is, whatever you're not successful at, just try something different. Add to the failure. Don't let the failure take away from your life, but let failure or unsuccess, whatever, let it teach you new ways to be successful and certain habits or actions to avoid. So put it on your mirror. Even if I fail, I'm still not a failure. I want to remind you that if you ever feel alone in this world, you're just not. And if you ever feel unloved, you're not. Because I love you. Bye-bye for now.